Our next guest, a very funny man, starring in a new film entitled We're the Millers, and it's in theaters beginning August 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sudikis, everyone. You have a giant mustache.
It's not that big.
Well, bigger than previous. I've never seen you, have I, here live?
With a mustache? No, maybe with a beard right around the writer's strike, if you remember all that clamor.
Yes, the writer's strike.
Remember that?
Yes, I do.
We did it.
Well, yeah.
We did it.
Anyway, you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah. And how's the summer go? When you were a kid, toys? You're from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Toys
are a big deal because we didn't have much else. Yeah. Yeah, the summer toys, slip and slides were big in my neighborhood. You know, it's Kansas, so it's flat.
Right.
So, yeah, slip and slide.
A state-long slip and slide.
Absolutely.
It's I-70.
Right across it, right from St. Louis to Kansas City. No, we had that, and I just always remember, no matter where you put it, you could check the whole area beforehand, lay it down, roll it out, hook it up, spray it down. Always a rock. Always a rock.
Yeah.
This first person goes against the slip and slide. A nice little incision in the thing, in the plastic. Nice little C-section scar right up.
Yeah. That's what I always wondered about those things. I never had one, but it looked like immediate injury to me.
Absolutely, no.
It's hard to believe that the slip and slide people are still in business. Are they still in business?
But it's also comforting.
Yeah,
you know, you can blow it a few times. You can have some lawsuits, and you can still prevail because if you provide fun, we'll let you slide. No pun intended.
What kind of stuff did you do as a kid? I think I remember you basketball in Kansas.
Oh yeah. Basketball was big. Yeah.
Were you a good basketball player?
Well, the older I get, the better I was. Yeah, as the saying goes. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of basketball camps. You know, I envy all of the friends I've made that lived on the East Coast that went away for sleepaway camps for weeks at a time. Didn't have that. We had basketball camps 1 week at a time. A lot of time, even locally, we'd stay there. But a lot of time I would just do a lot of drills. I would spend 4 or 5 hours a day just practicing basketball drills that I learned from these tapes by a great player, Pistol Pete Maravich.
Pete Maravich.
Yeah.
Oh my God. A tremendous ball player.
Amazing.
Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana State. Yeah. And I would just he made these instructional tapes that I watched as a kid that my father got me, and I would just do that over and over and over. And I figured, if I did this, this was in the late 80s. When he was playing, that was in the 60s. They had no three-point line. You couldn't play as a freshman. Now you can barely get people, worth a darn to stay longer than a freshman year.
Sure.
I figured I would, do these exercises, these drills, and crush his scoring record. Didn't work out.
Didn't work out?
Didn't work out. No, not yet, at least. I mean,
you still got a shot.
I still got like 3.5 years of eligibility that no one's asking about.
Now, how far did you get in the competitive basketball?
I played in high school all 4 years, varsity, and then eventually, and then I got to play at a community college in Kansas, Fort Scott. I've talked about that on this show before.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, still I can say I played community college basketball in a really good conference. Not the most basketball-centric school in the history of a university.
Now, did you go to the community college for the basketball program?
Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah. It wasn't. I didn't just accidentally walk in and go, "Hey, this sounds fun. What's this about?" And we shared. Our field house, if you will. Half of it was a tartan basketball floor, which is like that rubberized floor that I think they thought.
Seen it, yeah.
Yeah, in the 80s or 90s that it would be good for the knees. It's not good for the knees. It's bad for the knees.
Oh, really? It doesn't protect the joint.
That's my excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my excuse. And then the other half of the field house was a rodeo. It was like, literally, we had like a nationally ranked rodeo team at Fort Scott Community College. And so, but we would share the same trainer. So, like, I would go in there because, I jammed a finger or my manicure got messed up as a basketball player, and then the rodeo guys would come in with like a popped lung from,
a popped lung.
Yeah, exactly. A popped lung.
Wow.
Or an eyeball had popped out. And,
popped a lung.
And I'm like, please, just will you pull my finger out, loosen up my joint? And they're like, hey, I need my other eye so I can lasso. Throws off my depth perception with it dangling down here,
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what you do? You just incision back here and you just pull back, and the
Tighten
eye goes
right
right back
up.
in. I watched it done. You just crank it around with a pencil. You just
Popped
turn
a
it
lung
around.
earlier here tonight.
No, I know. I saw it. Yeah.
Now, how many years have you been regularly employed at Saturday Night Live?
Regularly, if you could call it regularly employed, 10 years. 10 years.
10 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And are you Are you the dean of the cast there now? Have you the one that's been there the longest?
Oh, no. Seth Meyers has been there the longest. He was there about 2 years before me in the cast.
That's
and
a long run.
then Keenan started in the cast when I started as a writer. Yeah, I wrote for 2 years and then on camera for 8.
And how long will a person continue with this, do you suppose?
Person in general or me specifically?
Whatever you like. Either way, or both.
Well, I mean, a person can go as long as they want. I mean, Lauren's been kicking butt at it for 33 out of the 38 years, you know.
Yeah.
But me, yeah, no, I'm definitely done.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'm going to leave. Yeah, I'm not coming back next fall.
You won't be back in the fall?
No.
Now, do they know that?
Well,
I mean, have you run this by someone?
I don't know what kind of ratings you're getting these days, but I mean, you know, I would hope someone would tell them.
Oh, you should have called first.
I should have, right?
Well, so now, but that's going to be, it doesn't seem weird now because you're on break.
It's not weird, no.
You'd normally be on break.
Absolutely.
But now when it's time to go back, it's like going back to school. You won't be going back.
Yeah, you start to get that itch probably in August where all these sketch ideas will show up and I'll be like, well, can I make this sketch idea last 90 minutes and turn it into a movie? Probably not. Probably not, yeah.
Well, congratulations on a great career over there.
It's been fantastic. Yeah, it's been really...
Good for you.
Really, it's amazing. Yeah, I was very, very lucky.
When we come back, we have a photo of you and your fiancé and David Blaine, I think. I want you to explain that, and then we'll take a look at a couple of minutes from the new movie. We'll be right back with Jason Sudeikis, everybody. Congratulations.
Drop by again tomorrow for Dave and his guests Regis Philbin and impressionist Terry Fader. Stay with us for the incredible true story of the overdue library book that traveled more than 200 miles to turn itself in.
All right, now, what is this picture here we're looking at? I think this is you, and what is going on there?
Okay, that is myself in the blue with the mustache still, and my fiancée Olivia in the green, and then the fella dressed in all black, cloaked in black. That's David Blaine, magician, illusionist, American treasure, David Blaine.
Where was this taken?
This is in Los Angeles. He's filming a new special right now. Where he's going around and doing, illusions and sleight of hand for everyone from, people in, South Central Los Angeles to Ricky Gervais. And he asked Olivia and I to do something. And there he is teaching us to hold our breath when we started, he first had us do it. I held my breath for 1 minute 41 seconds, which I was pretty happy with.
I think that's about right for humans.
That's right? Yeah. Olivia only did it for 59 seconds. So that's
She needs a little work.
She
maybe.
does. Yeah. No, tell me about it. And then through his coaching, which he's doing there, I end up holding my breath, or Olivia ended up holding her breath for 4 minutes, and I went 4 minutes 25 seconds. Not bad. Yeah.
And
he told us that Navy SEALs only have to hold their breath for 2.5 minutes. That Houdini's record was 3.5 minutes. So now I've got post SNL. I've got options, job-wise. Navy SEAL.
And what is the breakaway point for brain damage? Where does that come in, holding your breath? Is that 5 minutes and beyond?
3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes. No, we got a real sweet lawsuit on our hands. Yeah.
Let's talk about the film. Opens August 7th.
Right.
Interesting premise for a motion picture.
Agreed.
Tell people what this is.
Basically, I play a small-time marijuana dealer who has to move 2 tons of marijuana across the Mexican border. In order to do so, I come up with the brilliant idea of hiring 3 people, a stripper, a homeless girl, and a nerdy, latchkey kid that lives in my building to pretend to be my family, thinking that would make things go smooth as silk.
Yeah, that's right.
But that only gets us to minute 35 of the motion picture.
but forget the smuggling of the marijuana.
Yeah.
In assembling the family, how many laws were broken there?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I guess probably 3.
Yeah.
Just right down,
Kidnapping to start with.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to see a clip here. Jason, tell us what this is.
This is a clip, you know, as the trip goes on, us going from, you know, Denver, Colorado to Mexico, we actually end up kind of bonding as a family, and here you're getting to see my daughter, played by Emma Roberts, bringing home, my daughter, I should say, played by Emma Roberts, bringing home a fella that she met at a county fair.
Oh, yeah, I like this guy.
That Jennifer and I don't, you know, we're vetting him as any good parents would do for their teenage daughter.
Yeah, this is a good kid. Take a look at this. It's We're the Millers. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, listen, congratulations on the film. We're
Thank
the
you.
Millers opens August 7th, and a great career over there on Saturday Night Live.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you for being here with us
Thanks for
tonight.
having me.
Jason Sudikis, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Edward Sharp and the Magnetic Zeros.